beautiful, a little frosty morning here at the River House, and it's a wide selection of crap to get done. First, I have modified the screen for this and added some tabs. I want to drill and bolt it on permanently. While I'm in there, I want to pull the crushing plates out and inspect them, and I want to open up the throat. I want crushed rock, but I don't need it crushed quite that small. It's probably just a waste of time and energy. So that's on the agenda. Down over there by the river is all the firewood we cut last year, starting to disappear. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up here and get it stacked over there. I want to pull the hitch out of this truck, the fifth wheel hitch, so that I can stuff it back under the camper and put the canopy back on it before I fill the bed of the truck with snow. Then when all of that stuff is done, I think we might go up the hill and begin marking out the spots so that we can start drilling. If the snow does not get too ugly, Dad's talking about coming down tomorrow with the cat, and we can use that to grade and compact the road. So, yeah, stuff's getting done. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to light the fire for the first time this year. Well, shoot. I brought the wrong bit. Those threads are not going to be deep enough to hold very well. And this casting is crap inside. So that one's short because I ran into slag. Ah, bummer. Anyways, how it all works is those are the cheek plates, right? So this main jaw, which has its own casting issues, will drop down in, and it sits on that chamfer right there. It has these tabs that stick over the edge into right here. These then drop down on either side, and you're supposed to hammer them in tight and lock the whole thing down with what amounts to a blade bolt. So that's how the jaws work. Guess we'll put it back together now, and I'll work on adjusting the crush size, which is done right here. The more you tighten it down, the smaller it gets. That's a wedge, an unlubricated wedge right down there. So I'm gonna back it off. You then need to tighten that spring set down there, because as you back it off, the spring will lose tension, and you need that spring set to hold the wedge in place on the backward stroke. I'm gonna back that thing off, open up the spread a little bit so that I don't need it quite that small, and I imagine it'll work easier and faster. Well, it's together, and all signs point to imminent failure. There's no way this is going to hold together. But we'll see what happens. The heck with it. These plates are supposed to be reversible. Surprise, surprise. Chinesium parts weren't made correctly, so I can't reverse that plate. I was going to flip it around because of that casting flaw, but nope. Nope. It'll take quite a bit of grinding to get that to work. So that's not on the agenda. But I figured, let's see if we can get her fired up now. I've adjusted the throat plate. I'd like to throw a few rocks in it. Well, I want to let it run for a bit just to make sure the throat's going to be okay. Then throw some rocks in it and find out just how big the new gravel is. Should be fun. That was fun. So here's a random handful of what came out that time. Here's a random handle of what came out last time. So, you know, neither of those would have come out last time. I'd say I could still go larger a little bit, but it did seem to work okay. That's not gonna work though. Did you see that thing? That is absolutely gonna break off. They're already throwing things out. Okay. Well, as is often the case around here, let's use it till we break it, and when we break it, we'll deal with it. I could probably bend my bars. See, I added those at the last minute, and I thought I was doing it just in my head, and they were too large. So, but I bet I could spread them and weld them here if I brought this whole thing home, which would give it a tremendous amount of stability. I wonder if I got broken welds already. You'd think it'd have more stability than that. That isn't gonna last. Okay. It's good enough for right now. Good enough for right now. Now, switch hitches, yank the fifth wheel, connect to the old beast of a trailer, go get that firewood before the rest of it disappears, and then do something else. All right. Playing a game of tail chase with camera batteries. They don't charge very fast on this camera, and so for every 2 hours of charging, I get 90 minutes to record. That's fine. All the stuff we set out to do has been done. That's together, more or less. The wood's been moved. Folks have been helping themselves to the firewood. Setting fires down there is not what we agreed to, gentlemen. But now at least you're going to burn your own wood, or you're going to do me the favor of clearing the brush for firewood. Either way, I feel better about it. I haven't got a whole lot of fuel and a whole lot of things, but I think I'm going to fire up the excavator and take it up the hill. If Dad does come with the dozer tomorrow, big old burnout mark there. If Dad does come with the dozer tomorrow, then that would allow me to uncover that rock up there. We're thinking about doing what we did before, pushing it into the bucket, unless the big long pushes turns out to be more effective. I don't know. We're gonna do something tomorrow, and I might as well get everything ready for that. Okay, I have restacked the dirt. I opted not to use it to build the road. I just stuck it over there where I can reach it all, and then when Dad comes with the cat, we can better decide what to do with it. The excavator is up on top, and I did my best to pack out the roadway getting up there. The goal right now is in an attempt to get that truck to the top of the hill. I'm not sure it'll do it because it is a giant rolling pile of crap and grossly underpowered. But we'll go careful. Real careful, and maybe at some point all 8 squirrels, sorry, who am I kidding? All 6 squirrels will decide that they would also like to participate. As of right now, I can only count on 4 and an occasional 5th one. But who knows? My biggest concern is simply that it is a 2-wheel drive S10 pickup and ground clearance issues. That's my biggest concern right now. So we'll go slow, assuming I have the horsepower to go slow, and we'll take it easy and just see what happens. Should be a good time. Oh, come on, squirrels! Come up, Papa. Ooh, I got a few of them now. Okay, so what I got going for me is that what I'm going to drive over is only muddy here at the bottom. Oh dear Lord, how am I going to get this thing through? I wanted up there to create a bunch of gravel. To give me something. Good Lord, Ken. What in the world did you expect to happen through here? Okay. There's no way. I'm gonna have to do a little handwork. Just a little bit of handwork. Yeah, again, I could probably do it if the damn thing ran, but it doesn't, so we can't.
Well, Lord knows it ain't easy. And it's kind of irritating to be spreading crush on it before it's all been graded, but that's as far up the hill as I can get the truck. So now I can back onto this pad I made, crush some more, put it in front, maybe eventually find a way to even turn the thing around. I thought about bringing it back down the hill and attempting to back up the hill, but it's up and it's staying up for right now. So I'll back it up over into here, give me access to a bunch more, and we'll just keep shoveling it in. Stalled it only the once with the plates wider, and even that I know is because the belts are too loose, but I think I'd rather have the belts too loose, at least till I completely understand it. The belts too loose and jam, even if they start to burn a little, then have the belts tight enough and break something inside. So I'm gonna get me a drink and we're gonna hit this again. Well, I think that's it for today. I wish I'd gotten more done. You know, I got a lot of rock crushed up here, and a lot of the extra rock that was kicking around on the surface is now crushed. Truck is more or less stuck where it's at. That you're gonna have to build a road to get it out or drag it through, and at that point you're worrying about the oil pan. So I'd say we're done for the day. I think that's the longest and hardest. We've run the rock crusher in one shot. Seemed to survive it all right. It's clear I'm gonna have to put at least plugs in that truck. It struggles to move under the best of conditions, and on 5 cylinders that ain't the best of conditions. As I said, I scraped and stacked this so everything that can be reached from the edge, and we'll decide. I know I need the combination of dirt and rock so that everything can settle down in and pack up and harden, but it sure is slippery. So the eventual goal, we could be years away, would be to continue this route down in the same gradual curve behind the old Jeep there, behind the camper, and all the way down to the main driveway. It will give us a much more sloped, low slope, less steep slope, less steep slope all the way down to the road. But if I get this up into here, if we get this packed and hammered and usable, that's good enough. We can start building. I'll deal with the rest of it later. By building, I of course mean drilling, so we can start breaking rock. Because the idea of actually putting something together seems very far off. But it's getting closer. So, it is a nice day. I ended up doing it completely by myself. The family did not come out. That's fine. I'm hungry though. With luck, tomorrow will be a day of many things. Thanks for watching.